Oh, have I got sound? Hi everyone, welcome. So glad you're here. I am really looking forward to today's live. You know me, I love my flowers and it looks like you guys do too. So happy, look at you guys. I know. It was a hard choice. If you are on my email list, you would have got an email a couple of days ago, and I was wanting to do some cards using some big flowers, and I gave you guys the choice of colouring either the Billowing Peonies or the Courageous You set. What do you reckon won? Does anyone have any ideas? You know what you requested. And also, I have a giveaway. So if you did reply with your choice of what you wanted to see, I've chosen a winner, and I'll let you know a little bit later on who that is. All right, so anyone have any idea which one might have won out of these two sets? They're both beautiful. And they're both Altenew sets. Michelle, you're right, it is, yes. Oh, Carol, no, it was the Billowing Peonies. And I kind of wasn't really sure where this was going to go because it's a huge set and it's not, and it's actually quite an expensive set. So I wasn't sure if people wanted to see that one in action because not everyone has it. It wasn't available for a while. It was like their birthday anniversary set. So it was, I think it's back in stock now, but this Courageous You is an older set. It's beautiful. It's been around for a long time. And I love that the sets where the bouquets are already made for you. It makes life really easy. So one of the reasons I was wanting to use this set, other than I really like the flower, is they've released a, what do you call it? 3D embossing folder. So I will have to try it at some point, but I think it actually coordinates with that. And I've only got the colouring stencil, but they've also got a layered colouring stencil now. So one thing that people were saying was they really liked the sentiments in this set. And I think a lot of people craft for therapy as well as fun. So it really speaks to a lot of people. So we might even use a sentiment out of there. We'll see. But yes. the Billowing Peonies one. Look, it hardly fits on my desktop screen. You don't know, Michelle doesn't have them. That is a shock. They are beautiful, and I was Googling colours. Like, you know how you get on to Pinterest and start getting inspired by like what colour the flowers come in, and they are literally one of the most stunning flowers. And this set, does anyone know how many stencils come with this set? Because it actually has what I like about it, what someone was saying in the comments was, oh, hi Deb, welcome. Natasha, everyone's here, I'm so excited. But it's actually two sets in one. I know, and it kind of makes sense when she said that in the email because, you know, one set often would only be, this is how you justify it. One set would be, say, that big, like is that 6x4, and then the 6x8. So it's kind of is like two sets in one. But the one of the things is how to stamp something as big as this. Oh, Jenny, welcome. Welcome to the neighbourhood. How'd your shift go? I bet you're enjoying this weather. It's been, I think they've had another cold snap down in Victoria. And it's been like 28 degrees here. It's been lovely. Do we know how many stencils in this set? No one's written it yet. I can let you know. But I wanted to see if it fitted in the regular size Misty, and it does. It also fits in the stamp wheel, but only just. And actually I found both, it's kind of too big, and dare I say that because I just love it. But it's sometimes the edges of the stamp don't actually stamp out the best, but that's okay. There's ways around that. I use you can easily mark it out with a marker if you want, or just cut it down. Isn't it? It's just a most beautiful stamp. So I'm going to just start by stamping it out. 5, no, more than 5, Carol and Norma. Remember, there's actually stencils in this set for both of the flowers. So flowers, when I say flowers, both of the bouquets. Both of the bouquets. And I will use my chucky tool. Oh, see, that's not words that make me happy. I don't like cold snaps. That's why I don't live in the cold. Michelle, I couldn't live in Michigan. Just saying. I could visit in summer. Where did I miss? I'm hoping I'll be able to re-stamp this after. So I'll leave my stamp in place, which is what something that I regularly do anyway. Are we happy? I think we've got most of it. If I've missed any major areas. Okay. Oh no, that centre is going to be... Yeah. 8, 10 plus. Judith, you're the closest. There is 12 stencils in this set. And they're not just regular sized stencils either. Some of them are actually like they're actually larger. I've just pulled out the 7 stencils that I'm going to be using on this one here, but there's actually 12 stencils in this set. Yes, Tracy, yesterday morning when I got up, it was already 20 degrees at 5 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't believe it. And it's only the beginning of spring. Is that right? It's beginning of spring for us. So it might be another hot summer, I'm thinking. So, oh, that's what I was going to show you. Here's a card that I've made using this stencil set and stamp, but I don't know if you can see it. I actually heat embossed it with the golden peach. Just let me fix my camera. I think I'm making it worse, aren't I? These cameras are weird. They're kind of backwards. That's better. And what I do is often don't do this first layer, the base layer. So you can see here all the white gives it like a highlight on the petals, and I really like how that looks. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I would actually colour the whole base layer for something different. And I am going to use alternate inks. Obviously you can use whatever you have. I wanted like a light kind of ink on the base. So is anyone else liking the medium matte stuff from Tim Holtz? I haven't got into those little tray things, you know, that people put their inks in, but the medium matte, I just leave it in place, and then because you can, especially if you've got arthritis or anything, you can do things one-handed. But it's cheap as chips, and you can cut it up and use it for heaps of stuff. I actually should put some under here, under my grid mat. Although I am thinking about getting a glass one. I'm just concerned about the reflection on the videos, on your eyes. I'm worried about you. I'm just going to do a light layer. What is that one? That's a frosty pink. I can't remember what set that's from now. And then they are numbered. And if you're not sure which way the stencil goes, if you can read the number and the wording on a stencil, typically that's going to be the correct side to face upwards. So this is where the mess begins. So some of the peonies had this beautiful like bright oranges and pinks and reds. They were, and then some of them were really soft. I was in two minds whether to go like down the soft track, soft peony track, or go bold and bright. Bold and bright. This one's the Sunray colour. If anyone's got any questions along the way, type question before. Oh, look at me go. Type question in capital letters, so hopefully I'll be able to see it. Otherwise, Michelle will keep an eye out for any questions along the way, because she's the best, as she already knows. How beautiful is this Sunray colour? Imagine sending a card to someone like this big. I actually made a card not long ago that was, it was like a retirement card for one of the girls at work, and I made it half an A4 size, so it would have been roughly this big, I would say. It's almost like doing a scrapbook card, which is scary for me. Scrapbooking scares me. It's just too much space, too much to try and work out where to put what, and unless you go big and bold like this, it scares me. I'll stick to the A2. Who else is with me? The other thing I was thinking about, where we're up to, this must be number 3. See, look how big these stencils are. I agree, Cordelia, these peonies are stunning. Just let me wriggle this around. It's been a while since I've used this set. That's one of the reasons I kind of put it out there. I really wanted to play with it. Oh, from memory, let me go. I don't think it lines up together. I think you have to do them separate. Let me know in the comments if you know the answer. I should have played with it before, because I was also looking at oh, I could always get the instructions out, couldn't I? That would be plan A, B, C. Why read the instructions when you can make mistakes? Right, I think we're good to go. See how you can't, from memory, you can't do them at the same time. Go, like engage grey matter. And recently when I was doing some stenciling, I didn't mask off the area I needed to very well, so I learnt my lesson then, as you do. Now I was talking about something. Oh, that's right. This is a, because it's such a huge set, it definitely is an investment. So I went looking through my stash to see like if there's anything else that you could either use or get instead that's going to give you something like a similar look. And there was a couple of sets I found that Altenew have released over the years that they are also peony sets, and I thought you could either use them on their own because they're actually a bouquet as well. We've got it all. Or you could join them together, like mask it, stamp and mask them, and also get like a similar look. So these are the two that I found that I thought would work really well. Has anyone seen this one? It's called Gracious Peonies, and it's a really beautiful set and has some, like what I like about this set the most is the sentiments here. They are really practical, which I like. Could, you know, It's one of those sets that you can just keep going back to because it's got all the sub-sentiments as well. But you could either do this sort of similar thing and stamp it twice to get like this big bold effect. The other one is this gorgeous one called Pristine Peonies. It's one of the Builder Garden sets. It's an older one too. But look at the size of these flowers. So compare them, like you could, there's 2 in this bouquet and 1 here, and that also has like layering stencils. So that would give you, could give you something like a similar look. They're both beautiful. Oh, is there a question? You are yelling at me. Did I miss a question? Now that colour was Coral Berry. Still can't think of the name of that set. I should have written this stuff down. So if you aren't a colorist, like if coloring is not your thing, then stencils are your friend. Like if you are, like if you feel that it's out of your realm, comfort zone, then I would definitely recommend going down like using stencils. Once you add all the layers, it's just as simple as lining things up and blending, ink blending. Now, where's that go? Because that's not right. And not, it is better to take that little extra minute and make sure you get it right. We're happy there? That looks good. If I had one of those big, what are they called? Magnetic. I got one of the little versions. Wendy Vecchi's Thingamahoozy. Wendy Vecchi's. You could use one of them, but you'd need like the 12 by 12 version. I've got this size, so it won't even make ArtStation, that's it. It won't even fit that whole stamp on it. It's just huge. I think Alton, you do the best peonies. Red Cosmos said, thank you very much, Steph. You've got my back. Now let me remember, how many layers are there? Looks like 4, so I'll need to use all 4. I'm using the actual full sets today. Normally I will, if you know me, I change it up and actually will mix pinks and yellows and that together, which I just love the look of. But today I'm actually sticking with the set. Did you see me nearly do that? Now, the other debate I had when I sent out the email, people, oh cool, look at that colour. What's the pronunciation? Is it peony or peony? And it seems like it's, from what people were saying, I don't think either is wrong. I haven't looked it up to find out. I have enough stamp sets with them in that maybe I should make sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. But it is one of those words. It's up there with anemone for me. How pretty is that colour? These are the older sets. I can't wait for them to release them in the fresh dye. I think it's going to take me the whole time just to add the colour. I'm talking so much. Oh, look at that. That's that stencil done. Where are we up to? 4. Make yourselves at home, guys. Going to be here for a while. Now that's definitely the front. Yeah, I've even written on that one. Oh, that's what I should have shown you. Or I could be looking at. Kathleen, I did think about using the grid mat, the sticky grid mat from the stamp wheel to hold it in place, but literally I was thinking it's probably not even, it's not only just going to hold it. I mean, I could try it, see if that works. Why not? We'll find out, won't we? But I'd probably, yeah, if I go side on like that, it's just so, you know, like there's not actually ending up being much on there because it's, I've had to go right to the edge of the cardstock. Anyway, that's number 4 is this one. And if you've got really good eyesight, you can work out that that bit goes kind of there like that. See? You follow the instructions, it's much quicker. Lining up. Did I say that? Oh, that's right, I shifted it. Beautiful. Did we work out how to pronounce peony? 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 Because I don't know for sure. Neither is wrong. It's all about where you hail from. Thank you, Lisa. Being more anglicised, we tend in Australia to go to the second one. Is that peony? Oh, now, that one there, that belongs to the pink. Okay, I've got everything appropriately covered. Now we're going Heartbeat. This is probably my favourite red colour from Altenew. And the reason I had to do these colours today, or the pinky red version, was because Vicky wrote me a beautiful response to the email that I sent, saying that she actually relocated her grandmother's plant, who her mother had, and now she's got it in her garden, and it was a pink red, like a real like red blooms, she said, with a dark pinkish red. So I thought, well, I needed to do a dark pinkish red version. Thank you, Vicky. That was a beautiful story. I think if I transplanted any, oh wow, if I transplanted a plant, I don't think it would survive. I'd get my husband to do it. He's really good like that. He's the green thumb. He's also the chef. He's been cooking. He likes to do preserves. So yesterday he was making strawberry jam, as you do. I'm just making that dry. Yesterday he was making strawberry jam. Today he's going to be making tomato relish, which is one of my favourite things. So I'm happy about that. But the strawberry jam did overflow yesterday, so I've got a little bit of stick happening around the floor in the kitchen till after he finishes the relish today. How's that look? We happy? It kind of is working, like it's... But I've still got to go like this, haven't I? Just to protect the... Where would it be without post-it notes? Oh, that's getting close, isn't it? Probably won't really see it because the orange is going to mix with that anyway. We're up to Snapdragon. He is a keeper. Thank you. You got to choose well, haven't you? Yeah, we've been married 32 years. Shit. I was a child bride. Okay. How pretty is this colour? Stop it. It will dry and blend, Therese. That would be pretty cool to put the heartbeat over the orange as well, don't you think? Woohoo, look at that. Is everybody as happy as me with that? So far, no squidgy bits. Oh, okay. So we're up to stencil 5. 4, 5. See, now it's getting picky. It has to go in there somewhere, doesn't it? I think I remember when I first used it, I was trying to line them up at the same time. It took me a while to work out. That wasn't how you do it. That bit, I think that goes there. Do you know what? I don't think it's really going to matter. It's getting there. How's that? Like magic. I want to know how their minds work, people who design these. Be methodical and patient. And patient, not impatient. Vineyard berry. So, you know, I am going to have to play with the Courageous You stamp set at some point. I feel like it's missing out. I really want to try it with the 3D embossing folder. And I thought I saw Lydia had done a video on it, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I might have dreamt it. Possibly when I'm dreaming about card making. Okay. Ooh. What did you say? I'm late. I'm glad I came. I know, 12 stencils, but I'm only using the first 7. Scares me. But look at this. No colouring, and look at the depth that you get with those flowers. It's just awesome. See why Vicky loves her dark pink red version. And do you reckon wing it or look at the instructions? How do you do your stencils, guys? Do you normally just wing it? Or do you actually move it around for 10 minutes, excuse me, and then wing it? Because I've just got a desktop. Oh, look, see? Hello. Found you. That makes me happy. Now, I did not think the grid mat would work, but it actually is. Thank you. And this is one of the lower tack ones. I'm not sure. Forgot what they're called. They're not the Ultra. I actually moved across to there's 2 names for them. I actually put the Ultra Sticky Grid Mat into my stamp wheel because I found that the one that came with it, which was the sticky mat, just the base one, wasn't holding, because I often put like 110-pound Nina in there, and it just, and I also put, probably shouldn't, but I also put embossing powder and powder bag and anti-static powder in there. And I know that's naughty, so I lose my grip really quickly. So the ultra sticky Game Changer, worth every cent. And then what I did was pull out this one, just the normal sticky one, and now I use that. I keep it on my desk and use it separately, so that when I do want to do this kind of thing where I'm stenciling on it or colouring on it, I don't have to pull it out of my actual, oh, do you know how this is going to look? I don't have to pull it out of the actual stamp wheel itself. Oh my gosh. Is that the... Can't wait to see this one. That is awesome. Man, classic colours from Altenew. Now, what's next? I think we've got flower centres. Oh, stencil 6. So this is going to give us... It's interesting though that the base one, we just coloured the whole centre, everything in. It didn't actually give us the... this is still there. I actually got coloured yellow. What am I trying to say? Use your words. Use your words, Therese. See, that one's getting a bit tight on the old sticky stuff. But like I say, it's just a, not the ultra sticky, and it seems to be working fine. Do you want dark centres? We'll decide in a moment. I haven't thought about that. Let me know while I colour the green. What colour? Tell me what colour to do the centre of the flowers, please. I'm kind of feeling like dark brown. Something that's really going to pop. Or I could do it green. But a lot of them I noticed were yellow. So can you please tell me? I was struggling just to think of what colours to do today. Having moments. How about we just, I think there's only 2 layers to the leaves. Yeah, so we'll go a bit bold in keeping with the theme today. The parrot, tropicals make me happy. See, that'd probably look all right in the centre of the flower. And if you notice, I'm using the large blending tool. I find it works pretty well with stencils, and it has been, if you want that real deep, bold colour, then go for these ones. I actually started using these so much more. Initially, I struggled with them, but sometimes I don't want that solid, like stamped colour, so I will just use the larger ones, and it lays down colour quicker. And I really like the look of it. But if I'm wanting that real solid sort of stenciled colour, losing my grip, then I will use the mini ink blending tools now. And I only use the detailed ones, you know, the really fine ones, if I'm doing like shading. Like, so say I want to make the inside of those leaves a bit deeper green, I'll do that with the blending tool, the detail blending tool. And just be aware that things will dry lighter. What did we say? Yellowy, mine are yellowy gold, dark brown, chartreuse. Oh. Okay, let's think. We're thinking. I'm going to go my gut, my first feeling, my first gut feeling, my second gut feeling. Espresso, mocha, or milk chocolate. That's too light. No, paper bags too light. Let's try these ones. Okay. So I don't have tools for every shade under the sun, although I have been thinking, and I still haven't got around to doing it, having a set for the lighter inks. See how much darker that get? I know it's a darker colour, hello, but how much darker it gets using the mini ones. So I'll just happily use the orange tool for brown, the blue tool for purple. I think you really only need, like my minimum would be four tools. So green, I kind of have one for pinks and reds, yellows, oranges, browns, greens, and blues and purples is the other one. And in between, I just clean them. I'm not sure, like on paper towel. I've never washed them, ever. That's pretty cool. Thinking brown. What do we do next? I might do the rest of the leaves because I'm focused on them right now. And then I'll come back to that previous stencil. I agree though, I think the chartreuse or the green would have looked beautiful too. There we go. I'm happy with how that grid mat's working too. That leaf there doesn't have one, or does it have one somewhere else? No. I think I remembered that from last time. I'm not sure if that was meant to be or not. Moss. So let's go for moss. I keep forgetting to look up because I'm so busy crafting. I have made so many cards in the last couple of weeks. Sorry I haven't been able to share many with you, but you'll see them very soon. In fact, I've got a couple coming up, I think it's tonight for us, like tomorrow, tonight, this afternoon. You guys are already in the night, so it'll probably be for tomorrow for you guys. So keep an eye out for that. I've got my first, I don't know, is it too early? My first same but different Christmas card video comes out tomorrow, so hopefully you can catch that. I had a lot of fun with that. One of my favourite things about it is I just grab everything out and start creating. I get to make the biggest mess. But I clean it up. I'm good. I do like this moss colour. If I wanted that darker, I would grab my, I'm sort of wanting the, oh, push that one, whoopsie. I'm wanting the softer look. Brown. I want espresso. That looks like it's meant to be there. Yay. Okay. Actually, I could probably do that while I'm here. Backwards. Does that matter? I was hoping that was right. That would have been funny. Excuse me, I'll just throw away half of my panel that I've just created in the last, it's taken me 4 hours to make. Now, never too early. I agree. I wish I was one of these people that made them all year round, but I think I would get bored if I did that. I get bored easily. Okay. Now I've still got a couple of bits in here. I'm not really sure what they're about. I'll just go with more brown centre though. It works for me. And I'm probably in the picture, Therese. I don't know where they want me to put that one. Oh, they've made them green. It's a bit weird. They probably looked at a lot of flowers though. I'm just going to make mine brown because I'm lazy. No, I like brown. Okay. Are we done? I think we are. What I did last time, let me clean this off. There is, so that is 7 stencils. It's incredible. Look how bright that is. Ooh. Now, what did I do? I think I just went like, no, it's not very technical. Because there's that little leaf there that bothers me. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't know why this leaf doesn't have a layer, and I'd be interested to know if this is just like the prototype that I have, or if it just isn't meant to have the layer. Because I got this set like early in the year. There you go. Never know. We're very crafty people. So that worked. Where we're going for, oh gosh. There you go, just stick that on the card and we're done. How pretty is that? Isn't it beautiful? I know, right? So, I'm kind of feeling like I do need to restamp it, don't I? That's good. This when you really hold your breath. Face it the correct way. The other thing I was thinking, if anyone has the dies, because I don't actually have the die set, it won't fit in my Gemini. Would I have to, or my big shop, I'm wondering if you did it in the big shop, could you run in one side and then run the other side in? Does anyone know the answer to that? These are the things I think about in bed at night. Because I don't have one of those, you know, like I'm not a scrappy person, a scrapbook person, so I don't know whether that is something that anyone's tried or whether they've got it and it does fit on the regular plate. Because I held it up against it. Yeah, I think it's really just the center there, isn't it? See, it's kind of off the edge there too. But it just fits. It is beautiful. Did everyone hold their breath for me, please? Heat emboss it. Kathleen's saying to heat emboss it. I did my last one with the gold, Kathleen. I'll show you. I don't know if you were here earlier when I showed. That's with the golden peach embossing powder from Altenew, one of my favourite embossing powders, which is kind of like a rose gold, a pale rose gold embossing powder. I don't know whether Wow might have a similar one. Okay, so I was kind of thinking we could just zip this into 2 cards. Keep them really clean and simple. What do you reckon? That's what I was going to do with you, wasn't it? So this is my Gemini plate. See? This is what I'm thinking. But if you did it like through my Big Shot, you could like push it in that way maybe, and then just go that way. The Gemini, oops, where's that? The size of that one is a bit wider. When I'm saying Gemini, I'm saying meaning Big Shot. It still won't fit one way. You probably have to do half and half. Yeah, do it. Is that what you're saying? You've seen plenty of pros do that, Therese. Is that doing it half and half? Oh, I got a heart. That's exciting. Okay, let's just cut this down. All right. Does it seem cruel? Want some pink in it? I think we need some pink in it. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get any cards made, so I was pretty lucky, really. Alrighty. Fingers and toes and eyes across. Thank you very much, Deb. So am I. So what I did there was just use my A2 guide to mark where I want two sides to be. Oh, I think I just smudged the what's that stuff called? Ink. Nocturne. We should just wait for it to dry a bit more, Therese. Could be a embellishment moment. I was doing so well. Okay. I'll go that way. So then I'll just line up those two sides that I've already cut, because I know that they're square. And then I'll just put a tick mark there. This is going to cover the whole front of the card. Oh, it's pretty. And I'm not off screen, and I don't think I actually zoomed in too much today. I just knew I was going to be all over the place with 7 stencils and a huge stamp. So now I know that that's the same size as my A2 card base. Alrighty, tape. So there is, I know, is the switch, is that new Sizzix switch the same size? Is it like a 6-inchy one too? Does anyone know? I've been hearing good things about that. I also hear good things about the platinum with the spellbinders. We don't have access to a lot of that stuff easily in Australia. I think so I just went with the Big Shot because that was one that I could get at the time quickly and easily, and mine was dying. My previous Big Shot, loved it, had it for more than 10 years, and it saw a lot of work. Do we like it? Hello, Velda, welcome. You'll be able to watch the replay. I was thinking about using, what is it? Rainforest leaves. I really like this sentiment here. And I did actually stamp a couple out. Kind of going to have to go over that smudgy smudge. That'd work, won't it? Because if you have like the big, that's the great thing about this, you know, when that's all together, if you do, yay, more hearts. You can do that and then have a central sentiment, or get more bang for your buck and do a 2-for-1. So I'm going with that. I'm trying to be good and using up all this. I have a problem with adhesive, or fear of running out of adhesive. And I've worked out which ones I like and use the most. So I'm trying to use up all my other bits in my stash. Not saying that they're not good. It's just easier just to stick to one thing, Therese, rather than try all the things. Are we going with that? Mandy, are you talking, when you say you found the instructions confusing on this project, are you talking about did they share a video of it at Altenew? Or are you talking about the packaging? Because the biggest thing for me was, as I was saying, working out that these stencils didn't line up. I'm going to get ink everywhere. The original stencils, like when you're doing these, previously you could kind of line both of the flowers up at once. And it took me a minute, but once I worked out that I do one flower at a time and then one flower at a time. They're still the layers in the correct order, but just focus on one flower and then lift it up and then do the other flower, because initially I thought, this isn't right, I can't get this working. I must be a slow learner. Sometimes that's true. Do ink check. I know the fear is real. Okay. And that might get some decorations, and this one will definitely get put onto a card. Probably don't have time to do that for you today, but I would probably, my gut feeling is, just looking at that, I'd probably just cut that down and pop that up on the front of a card, like just fussy cut around the edge or leave a white border, pop that up and then add sentiment. The other way I could do it is to do it on even a landscape card. That'd look really pretty, wouldn't it? And then you could put a sentiment here. My bonus on the blog. Will you share your bonus on your blog? What bonus? Do you mean the giveaway? Or the bonus card? Bonus card? It just takes a minute, I think, for my voice to get through to you. So I will make it and share it. Is that what you mean? I definitely will share that card with you guys. You can see how beautiful that is. And I'll probably, I don't know, I could actually, look at me, I've been working. Slimline Deb, that's a great idea. The bonus card, thank you. Yes, yes, I'll make it and I will definitely share it. And you'll probably see it over at like Instagram and blah, blah. Where else am I? Pinterest. Facebook. I mean, all the places but TikTok, even though my niece says, you need to get onto TikTok. I thought they were closing it. Or didn't they change its name or something? Okay, I have a winner to announce and I'm really excited. I had such a good response. You guys are amazing. I will have to do something with the Courageous You set. So let me know if you're still interested to see something there, or I can just play with it on my own. If you're not that interested, but actually a lot of people did want to see me use that set. We'll have to do that as well. I have a $25 gift certificate to the store of your choice, and it's going to, drum roll, I don't have a drum roll, Barbie Joe. And congratulations, Barbie Joe. Thank you for your response to my email. Thank you everybody for taking the time to respond and for your lovely comments. I read every single one, I have to say. It makes me smile. and I will email you, Barbie. So if you don't get an email from me, do check your spam. Sometimes it'll go to that, or email me directly. I don't think there's too many Barbie Joes around. But yeah, thank you for the drum roll, Michelle, and thank you for your help and support, and thank you for all of your comments and for being here today, sharing my bright, one finished and one unfinished card. Yes, congratulations, Barbie. It's exciting. So the next live, I'm planning to go live again in 2 weeks on Thursday again on the 21st of September. So come back and join me for that. I'm not sure what we're going to do. So if you do have any ideas that you want to see me try something out or make a fool of myself here doing something, please let me know and I'll see if I can do that. The other thing is to keep an eye out. I've got a couple of cards coming up in the next 24 hours and one Christmas card or holiday card video. If you don't make holiday cards, or if you're one of those people that already have them all made, the ideas that I share can be used for any kinds of cards. You just take it and go with it, make a birthday card. You don't have to make holiday cards. So thank you everyone for sharing the Mega Marathon stenciling event for 2023. I'll see you again real soon. Thanks. Bye.